About today, guys. Look, I wore my good shirt. This is the shirt I've been waiting to wear. It's been in my closet. Like, when you gonna put me on? Just put me on. And today is the day. The queen is here. Yeah. We have the beautiful, the amazing Theresa Grayson.
That's funny. Yes, ma'am.
You gotta say it right. Theresa Grayson. Yes. How are you, queen?
I am super excited. I'm great. I'm blessed.
Yeah.
And I'm like happy.
Yes.
You know, in the midst of everything, you just have to maintain that peace and happiness. So I'm just happy. I'm just great. You know.
Listen.
We're gonna push through.
We're gonna push through because 2022 is like here and it's feeling good and it's like literally right around the corner, but it's here already.
It's here.
It's like you wake up and you're like, man, it feels like next year already.
Yeah, absolutely incredible.
And the time went by so fast. We looked up, the holidays came and boom, Happy New Year. What?
I know.
Look,
I know.
y'all. Okay, so we're gonna try to make this lengthy, but the queen always has things to do, honey, and this phone gonna be jumping, so y'all just bear with us, okay? Listen. Okay, so starting out, how would you describe your sound?
Wow, I would describe my sound as original.
Okay.
Now, the one thing as I was growing up and practicing and listening and learning from other artists and musicians, the one thing I wanted to focus on was developing my own sound.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That says it's Theresa. It's not going to be any other artist.
Yes.
Now, mind you, I love them all. And mind you, I have listened to them all. I grew up listening to every last one of them, including the standard artists. And I also picked up some of their their riffs and their runs. Yeah. So I incorporated those things into what I do. So I just pick a little from there, take a little bit from over there, and just put it all together and kind of made it my own. And then I kind of, created my own little stuff.
You did.
So I just wanted to be me. And that was so important to me, was to be me. And even my professors that were teaching me as I was growing up and, now grown. And I, of course, I have a long story about my life. But I went back to school, to actually finish my degree in music. And my professor at the time, Dr. Woody Witt, was saying, you know what, you have your own sound. You have developed a sound that is unique. It's your own. It doesn't resemble or even closely resembles anyone else. And that's important to me. So I just describe my sound as just being
original. Listen,
original.
Let me tell y'all something, because I believe, as we all hear the saying, give people their roses while they're here. Baby, we got bouquets for you. You hear me? Y'all don't understand. See, people like, okay, we get it, but who is she? Y'all don't even know yet. We're going to find out. Listen, the girl is, I tell you all the time, and I think it's very important for women, especially Black women, to always praise each other, whether there's an age gap there, whether there's not, whether we're on the same level, whether we're kind of stagnated. It's always good to give praises. This queen here, I have looked up to you since and we don't even, we're not even in the same field of musically, but we're both musicians and we're both artists. Right. Now let's go ahead and break the ice. Okay. So the people can know. All right. What do you do?
Wow. Okay. So first and foremost, I am a mother.
Yes.
Of 3 beautiful children.
Beautiful.
And they're grown. Okay. So I'm just going to say, like, you got grown children.
Yes.
Yeah, so I am a mom. I am a single mom, and I am a musician. I am an educator as well. So I teach music. I'm a certified teacher and a certified counselor. So I've been teaching since 2001, since I finished all my degrees and certifications and everything.
Yeah.
And I started with teaching orchestra, and then now I'm teaching music for elementary students, pre-K through 5.
Wow.
And it is amazing seeing the little baby run around, but they're so cute. So I love teaching. So I teach and I do all sorts of things in the community and with the community, both in the community that I teach in and as well as Houston, citywide.
Yes.
And speaking of citywide, I do the charity events every Thanksgiving and every Christmas Eve, and that's my donation back. That's my gift back to the homeless and the people that need. I go and I perform for 30, 15 minutes or whatever, and just give them some music. And not only that, I go around, I walk around the tables and I play for them. So,
The thing about it, people listening, she is a phenomenal saxophonist. Phenomenal.
Thank you.
Not regular, not ordinary, not simple or plain. Phenomenal saxophonist.
Thank you.
Girl, listen. No, okay, so what happened was earlier, I kid you not, I did a live. And I had your music playing in the background. And then I was like, oh, I feel like Kevin Samuels. You know how like before he gets started, like his little thing, he play music. Yeah. I feel like Kevin Samuels up here. Listen, people started coming on my live.
Sweet.
And they were, I kid you not, they were like, the music in the background. Who is that? What is that? Make sure you tag her. Make sure you pin her. And I'm like, y'all don't even know.
That's awesome.
She about to be up in here. Listen. So, you're an educator. You're a musical educator. Not only are you a musical educator, you are a mother. Okay.
Yes.
But your children have always seen you on stage.
Always.
Let's talk about that.
That's incredible because even when I was carrying, Lord, my second child, Taylor, I was traveling with a gospel play.
Wow.
Big belly and all playing. And so that's all they've known. They grew up in a household of music.
Yeah.
Their dad was a musician. My son's dad wasn't a musician, but, they grew up knowing and being in the church. One,
yes. Okay.
First of all, they knew how to sit down in that church. They knew how to sit down and be quiet. Because mom would give them the eye.
Listen, and her eye don't play, okay? I love it.
So they've been raised and reared up in church and as well as in my secular life as far as performing, coming to the events, just like you saw my baby girl last night.
Yes.
And she's like my right hand. They know what I need. The only thing they know not to do is touch mommy's instruments. That's what they know not to do. Everything else, they got it. Everything else.
I love that. And that tells a lot about you as a performer because performers, we care, but being a mother is a nurturing and that's a whole nother different job.
A whole nother thing.
So what was it like for Theresa growing up?
Wow. It was always music and fashion. And me telling people what to do. Yeah.
Where are you originally from?
Okay, so I was born in Tyler, Texas, and my family, my mom and dad and my sister, we all moved to Houston when I was 2 years old.
Yeah.
So all I know is Houston. That's all I know. Now, I go back to the country to visit and all that other kind of stuff, but I didn't grow up in the country, even though I was born a country girl.
A country girl. Okay.
Yes. But I'm a city girl. So I was raised here, and all of my education was pretty much here in Houston and in Texas. I went to Garden Village. That's where my foundation. Well, my biggest foundation started in elementary school, which was at Garden Village Elementary School. It's near Hobby Airport.
Yeah.
And before that, we were going to a private school, and we also were learning how to play the piano and things like that. But Garden Village was like the big foundation for me starting the woodwind, starting on the saxophone, started me playing in bands and stage bands and things of that sort. And then I moved to Welch when Welch first started.
Yes, what's up, Welch? Yes, I love. Oh, listen.
know.
Welch was actually one of our rivals. I went to Albert Thomas Middle School. Woo. So, you know, it's like Welch addicts, all that. Like, what? Okay. So, God. Yeah, come on. Talk about it. That's, girl. Man, come on, Southside. Let's go.
See, so that one was up. So Welch, you know, it brought me to a whole nother awakening. Because, you know, as you grow up, just like you see your kids grow, you see everyone grow, it was another awakening for me. So it allowed me to be in stage band and continue to develop my chops as a musician. Yeah. And also, you know, my sports, I figured out, oh, okay, I really like basketball. So I was a hooper.
What's up? You know what's so interesting? You were so diverse as a kid. So when did you pick up your very first instrument?
Wow. I picked it up. I knew I was in the 4th grade at Garden Villas. That's when I picked up my first band instrument, because before that I started on the piano. So I was already doing piano and recitals and things that I was already into that. Oh, let me add the other part that a part of my little life of growing up. So I remember I said it was music and fashion. Yeah. So I was collecting pictures. At the time we had the Houston Chronicle, and there was a division of the Chronicle paper that had fashion. It had like total like Paris fashion, runway modeling, and things of that sort. Yeah. So I would collect those, and I would create me a binder of fashion, because that's what I wanted to do. Well, guess what? I wanted to be a model too. So my mommy and my daddy let me go to modeling school. So I went to Mayo Hill Modeling School years ago.
Whoa, that's huge.
Yeah, so that's where I learned how to do, you know, my makeup, my hair, how to walk, how to do all of that. So I was into that. And it's so crazy because, as you see today, fashion has been a part of me. I know how to sew. My mom taught me how to sew. I have a degree in fashion merchandising. I have a degree in music. What? 2 masters in counseling and in education administration from PV. So, yeah.
What's up, PV?
PV was in the house last night.
Yes, they were. Listen, girl, listen. Shout out to all the HBCUs out there holding it down. Let's keep it going, guys. This is a beautiful, beautiful situation. Mm-hmm. I think like the name or the title I give you is always like the Beyonce, or even like the Donna Summers, or like so glam. Mm-hmm. So, the Diana Ross.
Yes.
Listen, because every time you step on stage, and that's what I've always respected about you, when you get on the stage, I'm telling you, I say, honey, I ain't wearing nothing simple, honey. I got to come for the
She did that.
Listen, I was like, Theresa Grayson is coming in, honey. Let me.
My eyes popped wide open. I said, the rose are roses. Listen. Wearing the rose on today. Okay.
Your hold, your brand, you as an artist, and then your creativity, it speaks. It all makes sense now. Because I used to be like, who is dressing her? What? Who doing her makeup? I used to always, before you hit the stage, and boom, it's all you. Yeah. And you've been bred. You've been raised in this whole
you absolutely
in this
correct.
Industry.
That's it.
Prepping you.
Even when I didn't want to. And my very first manager was Irene Williams, and her son attended one of my big shows recently. And she walked to me and she said, you know what, Reen did that. I said, yeah, you're right. They called her Reen. She did that. I said, you know that I did not want to move on stage. Oh, I wouldn't be wearing short dresses and all this other kind of stuff. She said, no, baby, you need to put on some dress, put on some fishnet hose, and let's go, because you got the body. Let's go.
Let's go.
And she pushed me. She was the one that got me started into entertaining and being entertaining on stage. Yes. Now, of course, the same thing I encourage, if you desire to do this, and if you're young and listen to this, if you have children that are desiring to do this, they need to study other artists. Find out what it is that trigger, what's that pop, what's that magic of that artist, that why you sit there and look at them for hours or 30 minutes. Wow. You know, the Beyonce, what is it so captivating? Yes. What's so captivating about Michael Jackson? What's so captivating about Shaka Khan? She can stand up there and just wail
all day.
Okay.
And look good doing it.
And look good. So what was so captivating? Now, let me tell y'all something now. Don't let the smooth taste fool you.
Right.
Because girl have to get in the dungeon So when all the makeup and hair and all that's off and everything, we closing that door. My kids know not to touch that door because mommy's in there getting down. I have to
working.
I have to work. You have to get on your grind. You have to grind. And that's the same thing I tell even any other artist that's out there that I'm working with. Listen, y'all, if y'all gonna get on stage, let's go. But you got to do your homework.
Yeah.
And I was told that. I was that artist that thought, oh, yeah, you know what? If you wouldn't look so cute, you know what? You wouldn't be on stage. So I got tired of hearing that.
Oh.
So when I got tired of hearing, oh, yeah, you didn't have your center pitch. You didn't have this. You're playing out of tune. You're doing this, and you don't know enough. So when I heard enough, I knew to go back. And there's so many other artists that did the same thing I did. Even some of the greatest went back to get that education, to get more training so that they can be the best that they can be.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's powerful. That's super powerful. And I think that's what and I want all of my aspiring artists, whether you're a musician looking to pick up your first instrument, if you've picked up your first instrument, if you're on the stage, these are key tools. I'm telling y'all, I came ready and to tell y'all, get your pen and your pad out because gems are being dropped by the queen herself.
Yes.
How many albums do you have?
I have 5 albums. My very first album was It's All About You.
Yes.
And it was more of a, that first launching album. So I had a mixture of gospel on there, and then I have some originals. And then the next album is Live to Love, and that's the one that actually has done the best ever. And it's still doing great. It's all over the world. We did a major, radio push behind it. We did publicists behind it. It received a lot of attention because it just had a lot of great tunes on there. And then after that, we went to World Blue, My Favorite Things, which is my holiday album, and my latest album is Mystical.
Yes, that Mystical is lit.
Yeah.
So, not only that, and I think most people they kind of look over the fact that, oh, you're an artist, you don't have to do holiday music. That's not true.
No.
Because holidays come every year.
Yes.
This queen has a Christmas album that blows my socks off. Yeah. Listen, I done lit some candles in the house. I have a little hot cocoa. I was watching Home Alone too, and I was trying to just get in the mood. And
I'm saying,
let's talk about your Christmas album, please.
Love it. Let me tell y'all something. It was, it's like your bucket list. You have things you check off that you want to complete in your life. And that was one of the things. I'm like, if I'm going to do this, I got to have a holiday CD. That's something that I can, every year, it's a green sleeve. Right. It will be there every single year. Let me tell you something. I was able to minister, and when I'm at church, I do minister. I have to flip the script because I grew up in church. Always. And so when I'm able to do that, last Sunday I did This Christmas, and I did Carol of the Bells. And I could not believe the reception, how they received.
It's you.
How they received.
Girl.
They were like, yeah, y'all know this song? Because I just took a chance. I'm like, I love this song. Let me play it. Tanae was like, Mom, play the song. And when I played it, and then after I played it, I sat down, they were like, oh my God, you did that. No, everybody can't do that song. Everybody can't do that song. But the album is so, oh, Holy Night is so beautiful. It does make you want to cry. And I just have, I just have some fun stuff. This Christmas, I just wanted something that I could be proud of for years to come. And when I'm not here, my kids and my grandkids and their kids are growing up, they can say, you know what? Gigi, she did that. They call me Gigi. Gigi, she did that.
They can sit around and listen to Gigi's Christmas album.
Yeah.
They can listen to your music, your original music, your cover music. And that's something that I believe is very important for artists to always pay homage to those who came before them. Right. Now, you just don't pay homage to other instrumentalists. You pay homage to everybody. So It Never Rains in Southern California. The cover, y'all listen. Listen. The vibe. It's your whole vibe is so relaxing and it's welcoming. And no, thank you for the music that you're bringing to us and that you've been. But if y'all ever see her perform, listen, let me tell you something. I don't know whether to tell you. No, okay, so bring your dancing shoes, bring you some flip-flops, bring you a chair, bring you some popcorn, and bring you some wine. You can get you some water on the way home. Right. Because that whole time, you're going to be relaxed, then you're going to dance, and then you start singing.
Oh, yeah, that
so
part.
That's a listen.
That part. It's so funny when I bust out singing, honey. They like, I had people, I did a new venue Friday night, and they were coming from around the corner. They were like, so the husband went and got the wife, and she went, oh, book her again. Book her again. And so that's why I'm going crazy right now.
Nonstop. So let's talk a little bit about as an artist, because you're not just a musician, you're an artist. So as an artist, who are some of the people that have really influenced you musically?
As far as artists,
yes.
Oh God, let me see. Where do I start? Sonny Rollins. You have Coltrane. You have Charlie Parker. Because I was in stage band.
Yes.
So we had to listen to them. And then I have people that were like right there, face to face, hands on. I had Leroy Hope and Maurice Ross and Marion Ross, and I had the whole Ross family. Lord have mercy, they're so talented. Angela Christie, when I was growing up in church, I watched her walk around barefoot, playing the mess out of her instrument. She played this alto sax. So I grew up in church watching and playing next to other artists and musicians as well. Yes. And then, I continue to listen to those Kirks and those David Sanborns and things of that such. And not only that, I listen to, someone said, listen to vocals. Listen to Kim Burrell, how she goes up and down and how she does those intricate voice moves.
Listen.
Mimic that. Listen to Whitney Houston. Listen to Shaka Khan.
And you've mastered that. You've mastered that with a saxophone, with your horns. Mm-hmm. The girl just not the queen is not just playing just a saxophone. How many horns do you play?
Let's see.
Because I need y'all to know what this is musical royalty right here.
Yeah. So my favorite, if y'all ever see me and see the pictures, you're gonna always see me with my soprano. So I play the soprano sax, the alto sax, the tenor sax. I play all three of those saxes. Plus I play the flute, a little bit of piano, and I learned how to play the guitar when I was in elementary school.
This is nothing. This is nothing. Listen.
And the singing, we just had to put in there, and it's so funny because I did an audition in Las Vegas, and this woman was incredible. She said, it was incredible how you played the Sade song, The Smooth Operator, and you went from playing to immediately singing. And she said, that is incredible. She said, I don't know you, and then you didn't sound winded when you came in to sing.
Listen,
I wasn't trained.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and break the ice real quick for y'all, and I'm gonna tell you. So my very first instrument that I learned how to play, in school, was the violin.
Cute.
I know, girl. Amazing. I know, but hold on. So my teacher was I can't think of her name. I think it was Miss Price. So the problem was I was in 6th grade, and then eventually I wanted to get my nails done, and holding the. Girl, listen, my nails kept, and they was like, time to pluck. I was like, so you know what? But I was like, where's the choir? Let me go back to choir. But I enjoyed that so much. And I always wish that I could go back and learn how to play an instrument. The piano, my grandmother was spending money like crazy to get me to play the piano. And, maybe about 3 or 4 sessions, they was like, nah, she not interested, y'all. She don't even waste your money. Because I wanted to be up. I wanted to sing. I wanted to move. So I will tell to the parents out there, be patient. Don't just let them do what they want to do. I mean, I'm a singer and I love what I do, and I love what I do. I love being an entertainer. But to play an instrument and master that on top of being a recording artist, mastering that, a businesswoman, a mother.
It was y'all, I'm just going to say that.
And you look good.
And thank you. Pushing through, because there was a time in which as an adult when you're now a single mom,
Yeah.
you know, you're depending on family for the support, helping with the kids and all.
Correct.
You're going back to school because, hey, you know what? There's several things I need to get done. Number one, I need to finish up this degree so that when I do speak and get out here, I'll have something to say to somebody.
That's
you know,
right.
and
That's
I can hold my own, and no one ever will walk up to me and say, you need this and you need this and you need that. That was the one thing. And then while I was in school, I kept going. I said, well, let me go ahead. My dad was like, listen, sweetie, you in retail is unforgiving. You know, I know you love your fashion. You're working for the Department of Human Services, so you know that that's unforgiving. So how about going into education like your auntie? So then while I was in school earning, finishing up that degree, I said, well, let me just keep on with Prairie View and stay in there, and let me go and get this alternative certification, get in here and get this, certification for teaching music. Lord have mercy, and that's a whole nother, y'all, I'm just going to say that taking these tests and everything, you just have to focus and stay focused and steadfast when it's time to handle those business, because a lot of these jobs now, you have to take exams to get placed into those positions and certified into those positions. So don't give up. Just keep pressing and press through. But yeah, I kept going. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm in here. Let me go ahead and let me get certified for counseling. I can, in case I want to fall back on something, I want to teach forever. Yeah. And then let me get this education administration in case I decide I want to be a principal or assistant principal. Let me just get all of this, while I'm in here.
I love it.
So it was hard now this was while being a single mom, trying to stay active in the church, trying to keep the kids active in the church,
right.
Working on plays and taking over music, children's ministry and things of that sort. It was so tough. I just never forget the nights of running up and down. You talking about Cypress? You talking about over here, running back and forth to PV, trying to finish up, trying to get it done.
And you got it done.
I got it done.
Listen, okay, so you've had this amazing, grand, this career. And so some of the artists that you've worked with or opened up for, let's talk about that. Have you finally hit one of those artists you're like, man, I can't believe like I'm working with this artist?
I know.
Yeah.
Yes. So, oh God, where do I start? Okay, so a little fun history about one of my little chapters in my book. I had an opportunity to audition for the Beyonc all-girl band back in 2006 and 7, somewhere around in there. And I auditioned, and I was one of the saxophonists because they were, they putting the band together, right? So they needed instrumentalists, and they needed, horn players, keys, percussionists, drums. They needed that whole back line. Yeah. So I made it from Houston, and I was so happy. And I was, we got that 4:00 in the morning call. Like, you made it. Okay. So are you ready to, get on this plane?
Flight, yeah.
Yeah. So you had to be ready to get on the plane for the next level. It was another level of audition. And so from that, of course I didn't make it, and it was fine because it wasn't for everybody. Of course I heard, awesome things about it. And I heard not so awesome things about it, but it just wasn't. It just, y'all have to understand, when it's not your time,
it's not your time.
Right. It's just not for you.
It doesn't mean no, just not this time.
Just not this time.
Yeah.
And also, you have to understand too, you don't know what those other people are going through.
Listen.
Now, they may have had the opportunity to tour the world and work with, the artists and do all the fun things of traveling and stuff, but we don't know all the stuff they were going through.
That's true.
But from that, I was able to bond and meet so many amazing female, just amazing, strong musicians. I
know.
And
what was the energy like?
Crazy.
I'm just I want to go.
Crazy. It was crazy because it was 5 major cities, and from those cities, I think they flew in 5. So it was just so many, and they flew in people from overseas. So to get to the working with the artists, I met Jessie J, and Jessie J at that time, she's a saxophonist out of LA, and she needed a sub because she was starting to venture off and do her solo career. Yeah. And she said, well, listen, I need a sub. And that time we was on MySpace. It wasn't Facebook, y'all.
Come on,
so it was
y'all.
MySpace. So she reached out to me on MySpace, but because of the way they handle things, it's so strict and tight, I had to commit to it. And I was able to sub in for her and tour with Michael Bolton. And I was super excited, y'all.
Michael Bolton?
Yes,
Listen.
Michael Bolton. Y'all, and that was, you talking about experience and growth. There are some things that I won't ever allow to happen in my life because you just learn, because I was young. So, it was just an amazing experience. Wow. It was. I learned so much. Wow. And I'm going to tell you something. Even on those shows, they played a charted music. Yeah. So you're reading. So let me tell you, those of you that desire to do this, it is good that you are learning how to read music because that will come around. Yes. Everything was charted out, and you have to read the music, and you just have to perform. It was just amazing just for that whole experience to get to work with him and the band and everything. It was an all-female horn section, and that's what he wanted. Yes. And these women were amazing. So that was one of my great experiences. I had a chance to work with and record with Marion Meadows, Ronnie Loss. Let's see, Eddie Bacchus of Pieces in a Dream. He's an amazing saxophonist. Girl. I actually toured with Jeff Majors for a couple of years. He's a gospel harpist. Yeah, gospel and jazz harpist out of Baltimore. So I was able to tour and work with him. So I've had, some great and amazing. And so I've had the chance to work both in secular and the gospel world. Yes. That was really cool.
That's yes. And that's needed. I think a lot of times, like my grandmother hit me up one time. She would always call me to come and sing at the church. So this lady came up, and I only sing at my grandmother's church sometimes. That's it. Because everybody else be seeing me in the club. Like, we know her. We seen her. Wait a minute. And I'm like, well, what were you doing there? Exactly. But no, so this lady came up, and she was like, oh, I love the way you sing. I would love for you to come and do one of my programs. And my girl was like, baby, Bootney sings secular. I could have and my husband was like, oh, man. So, but I love the fact, girl, she be throwing me under the bus sometimes, but she love me though. That's one of my biggest fans. But I love the fact that you're able to balance that out. Yes. And you keep that going so naturally. When you get on stage, baby, the phones come out, kids stop doing whatever they're doing. Like everything stops when you get on stage. Yes. And you demand attention, and you get it, honey.
Thank you.
You get it.
Thank you.
So, what do you consider good music?
Wow. I consider music that actually has a message.
Okay. I love that.
To me, that's good music when it has a message. Yes. Because you have so much, I guess it's just clouded. It's just, it's just has so much other stuff going on in it. Yeah. I just think that music with a message. Yes. It can be country, it can be reggae, it can be whatever genre, but as long as it has a message. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And of course I love melody. For me, that's just personal. Yes. But it's music with a message. When it speaks life, when it speaks, okay, even if it's speaking a bad time, but we understand that bad time, but we know we experienced that. It's okay to write a song about it. That's it. But it still has a message.
That's it. That's it.
Oh man, wow. That to me, that hits the soul to me.
Continuously, and that's the music that is timeless, like the Temptations and baby Mary J. Blige is timeless, honey. I don't care what nobody say, period. Even the music that she releases now is it's coming from the soul, it is, right? And it has a message.
It has a message.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Wow. I do see myself accomplishing some of the bucket lists and those things I've been praying for, actually playing and performing around the world. Yes. I know that, I say, God, as long as you have given me this opportunity, I have breath in my body and I have the ability, I'm going to give it all to you. And I said, just open those doors. Let's continue to open those doors, because I know people's like, well, why are you here? Why are you here? Well, I'm here for a reason. I'm here. Yes. But I know that when God said it's time, it's my time. I just want to keep looking good and keep playing good. And when God says, okay, babe, I need you over here, let's go, I'm going to be ready to go. But I see myself playing around the world, in 5 years, I do see myself doing a lot more in the gospel section of my life.
Yes.
I really do see that because for some reason God has placed me back there. So this next album, speaking of which, the next album that will be coming out will be, like you said, the pre-production planning will be a full gospel album. I have to do
full gospel album.
Full gospel album.
And you're gonna be singing but primarily playing the saxophone. Are you gonna play other?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna do all three of my babies because a lot of what I do is on my soprano. So I am gonna have our music. I'm gonna play all three of my babies. I am gonna have some, singing on there. I gotta have some choirs.
Yes.
I gotta have some special guests. Hint, hint. Some special guests on there to come and blow up.
Come on.
Yeah. So,
I'm excited. Listen. So for you guys who really don't know that when you get musical geniuses in your presence, listen to everything that they say because it's a lot of hidden gems that has come from you today. And thank you for being an educator and caring for these little bad babies. And you're teaching music and counseling. And you're just like a living, walking legend of roses. Like you just you bring love to the world. Music is love.
That's it.
That's all it is.
It is.
And you're doing that. And I'm so honored to know you and have worked with you and to be working with you and to have you on Iconix Radio, guys. Listen. So words of encouragement to the youth that are out there that are aspiring to become anything that they want to be, but especially an instrumentalist as yourself.
Absolutely. So my words of inspiration and encouragement is, number one, let no one tell you that you cannot. I cannot tell you enough because I'm in the field every day, and the kids are getting so disappointed and dismayed because they don't have that opportunity. So I say, babies, keep pressing forward, keep practicing, keep, searching, learning, and growing in it, whatever it is that you desire to do. Start working on it now.
Yes.
Don't wait. I have some babies that know how to write. They can write poems. I have some babies that know how to sing and sing well. Keep singing, honey. Keep singing.
Yes.
Because somebody's going to hear you. Miss Grayson might be the one to hear you, honey, and put you on that stage.
Hello.
Okay. So keep singing, keep working on your craft, because I started really, really early collecting, learning, practicing, picking up, listening, so just surround yourself with the things that you love to do. Surround yourself with it.
I love that. That's beautiful. Now, where can the people go and find Miss Theresa Grayson?
Yay. So guys, you can find me. First of all, I have a website that's www.theresagrayson.com, and Theresa Grayson, iTunes, Theresa Grayson, IG, LinkedIn, Facebook, you name it, Twitter. I'm on every social media platform. You can purchase any of my albums on any of the music store platforms, social media platforms as well. They're everywhere. They're all over the world, all over the country. Yep. You can buy one tune at a time. You can buy the whole album, okay? But yeah, it's all available for you. And please continue to support not only, indie artists, but support the people that support us.
That's right.
Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here doing this, reaching out and touching more lives. And that's my goal. That's my desire, is to touch and inspire the lives of the people that are listening to me.
Don't you just love her? Okay, so before we get ready to get up out of here, we're gonna do two things. The first thing I definitely want to do is I want to acknowledge your beautiful children, because they be shopping, y'all, and they be shopping for their mama, and they be there. They're helping her bring in her stuff. They look. Let's talk about your beautiful children. Could you please let them know who your beautiful beautiful angels are.
Okay, awesome. So my oldest son is 28, and his name is Alvin, and we call him AJ. And I know AJ, so he made me a grandmother.
Yeah, Gigi.
Made me a Gigi. She's beautiful. And then I have my middle child, which is Taylor King. She's actually an Army baby, so she's in the Army. So she's looking forward to coming home soon. And then my baby girl, Tanae, which is the one you met last night, which is my total mini me.
Yes.
And she attends University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Studying psychology and playing volleyball. So I'm just so blessed. And let me tell y'all something. I'm so grateful, and I thank God that, even though we've had rough times, and, I'm telling y'all something, because y'all see this right now, don't think the girl haven't been through some rough times.
Right.
We've all been there. But the one thing I'm grateful that God has kept us, God has protected us.
Yes.
Kept my children safe, kept them because of me bringing them up. And you raise a child, up in the way that, they're supposed to be, and they will not depart from it. So
That's right.
I believe that. And so my children thank God, have not been in trouble. They're honest kids. They are sincere. They're great citizens. They're great role models. They're trying to do the best that they can and do things the right way. So, parents, I encourage you, spend a little time with those babies, just a little bit of time, get them away from the TVs and the video games for a minute. Spend that time, spend that dinner time with them. I'm sorry, I got to say this because I am teaching every day, and I'm seeing this because we are the teachers and educators that provide that extra love. They're with us 90% of their lives.
Period.
Yeah. They're in the classroom, so they need that support from us. So from the educator to the musician to the mom and everything else, I just encourage everybody, just keep loving. We have to keep bonding, and we have to keep surrounding ourselves. Like last night, she said it takes a village. She's absolutely correct.
It is.
It takes a village.
Yes.
I'm not going to stop chopping because I can keep going. So thank you guys, and I love you guys so much for having me here.
Man, look, we got the plug. We got so many gems. We have the beautiful, the queen, Miss Theresa Grayson. I'm saying that right, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, look, okay. So, Theresa, before you get up out of here, we like to play a little game over here at Iconix Radio. Yeah.
Oh,
now, I'm gonna let you pick. Okay, so we can do name that tune, or we can do name that person.
Oh God. Okay, let me do name that tune.
Okay. Here we go. With my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
Okay. Okay, that's in that. I'm not doing good with this one, am I?
You was there?
Mind on my money. I can't think of the name of the song.
Okay. The artist is a rapper.
Okay, is it not Doggy, Snoop Dogg?
Yep, that's it. Your baby's like, Mama, please say Snoop Dogg. Okay. The next one is, you used to call me on the cell phone.
Call me on the cell phone.
Late night when you need my love.
Need my love. Call me on the cell phone. Okay, I don't know. I don't know the artist's name. I know it's the girl. I forgot her name. It's not your name.
Listen to this.
Your name. Leave
Okay,
my love.
I'll give you.
Cell phone. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you two. I'll give you two. Okay, we have Bun B or Drake.
Bun B.
It's Drake.
It's Drake. No, it's Drake.
It's Drake. That's okay. Okay. Up in the club, just like what? Doing my own little thing.
Okay. I know that's a jam, whatever it is. Up in the club. Okay, I'm not doing well with this one either.
Beyonce, Single Ladies.
Up in the Okay, she gave me bits and pieces. Oh my God! Oh, this is tragic.
I love it. Okay, last but not least.
Okay.
Last but not least, I'm gonna give you this one.
All right. I like this right here, though.
Thank you, Iconix Radio X. This last one, here we go. Look, I don't dance now. I make money moves.
Okay, is that Cardi B or
You
something?
know it's Cardi B, baby. Yeah. Oh my God, Theresa, it's been such a pleasure having you here on Iconix Radio. Thank you for gracing us with your beautiful presence, your amazing, inspiring story, and all of the words. Guys, listen, thank y'all for joining in today. Iconix Radio. It's your girl, Mikael Rose. We are Izzy out.